What if the next SUV you buy doesn't just keep up with the Toyota Fortuner and Ford Everest, but actually challenges them head-on? Yes, the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport is back, and this time, Mitsubishi is clearly done playing safe. Bigger presence, smarter tech, and real off-road muscle that reminds everyone why the Pajero name still carries serious weight. You're watching LuxeDrive Review, and trust me, this new Pajero Sport might surprise a lot of people. Let's start from the backside, because the rear of the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport already tells you this SUV means business. The tail design looks wider and more planted than before, giving it a confident stance on the road. The rear LED tail lamps are slimmer and more aggressive, with a sharper lighting signature that feels more modern than the outgoing model. The tailgate design looks cleaner, while the bumper has been beefed up with tougher cladding and skid plate styling. This isn't just about looks, it's a clear signal that this SUV is built for rough terrain. Compared to the Fortuner's more upright rear, the Pajero Sport feels slightly sportier and more dynamic. Do you like SUVs that look rugged from the back, or do you prefer a more premium, clean finish? Now moving along the left side, and this is where the Pajero Sport's new platform really shows its strength. The wheel arches are noticeably larger, hinting at improved suspension travel and better off-road capability. The side profile feels longer and more muscular, with stronger character lines that give the SUV a sense of motion even when it's standing still. Larger alloy wheels fill out the arches nicely, and on higher trims, these could easily rival what you see on the Ford Everest. The ground clearance also looks improved, making this Pajero Sport feel more trail-ready than before. Park it next to a Fortuner, and you'll notice the Mitsubishi feels slightly more aggressive in its stance, especially from this angle. Switching over to the right side, the design stays balanced but purposeful. The side steps are more integrated into the body, making entry easier without ruining the SUV's tough look. The window line is higher, adding to that feeling of safety and strength, while the mirrors and door handles feel more refined than previous generations. Mitsubishi seems to be blending rugged utility with modern design here, and honestly, it works. Compared to older Pajero Sports, this one looks less quirky and more confident. Would you take this design over the Everest's boxy look? Alright, let's step inside, because the interior of the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport is expected to be one of its biggest upgrades. Open the door, and you're greeted with a cabin that finally feels like it belongs in 2026. Mitsubishi is likely borrowing heavily from the latest Triton pickup's interior, and that's a good thing. The dashboard layout is cleaner, more horizontal, and easier on the eyes. Expect better quality materials, softer touchpoints, and improved fit and finish across the board. The infotainment screen is expected to be larger and more responsive, possibly around 10 to 12 inches, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The digital instrument cluster should also make an appearance, offering customizable views for driving, off-roading, and long highway trips. Compared to the Fortuner's more conservative interior, the Pajero Sport might actually feel more modern and tech-forward this time. Storage spaces are smarter, cup holders are better placed, and the overall layout feels more driver-focused. Space has always been important in this segment, and the Pajero Sport continues to deliver. The front seats are expected to be wider and more supportive, while the second row offers plenty of legroom for adults. The third row remains practical for families, making this a true 7-seater SUV. Whether you're doing school runs or long road trips, this interior feels designed for real-life use. What matters more to you, cutting-edge screens or long-term comfort? Now let's talk about what really powers this SUV, because the engine setup is where Mitsubishi is making a strong statement. Under the hood, the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport is expected to feature a 2.4-liter twin-turbocharged four-cylinder diesel engine. This motor is rumored to produce around 150 kilowatts of power and a massive 470 newton-meters of torque. Those numbers aren't just impressive on paper. They translate into serious towing capability, confident highway overtakes, and strong off-road performance. Compared to the Toyota Fortuner's diesel options, this Pajero Sport engine feels competitive and possibly smoother thanks to improved tuning. It's designed to handle tough conditions while still being efficient enough for daily driving. Pair that with an upgraded automatic transmission and a refined four-wheel drive system, and you've got an SUV that feels just as comfortable crawling over rocks as it does cruising on the highway. Off-road fans will be happy to hear that Mitsubishi is expected to include multiple terrain modes, allowing the Pajero Sport to adapt to mud, sand, gravel, and rocky trails. The improved chassis, shared with the latest Triton, should offer better rigidity and ride comfort. Compared to soft-road SUVs that only look adventurous, this one is the real deal. Would you trust this Pajero Sport for a cross-country road trip and a weekend off-road adventure? Technology and safety are also getting a major boost. The 2026 Pajero Sport is expected to come loaded with advanced driver assistance features. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system should all be part of the package. These features not only make highway driving easier, but also improve safety in tight off-road situations. Mitsubishi seems focused on delivering an SUV that feels just as confident in the city as it does off the beaten path. Now let's talk price, because this is where things get really interesting. While Mitsubishi hasn't officially announced pricing yet, early estimates suggest the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport could start slightly below the Toyota Fortuner, making it a very attractive option for buyers looking for value. Expect a starting price in the mid-$30,000 range, with higher trims offering premium features, advanced tech, and off-road enhancements. When you compare what you're getting for the money, the Pajero Sport starts to look like a smart alternative rather than just a second choice. The official unveiling is expected in late 2025, with global markets like Australia, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East likely receiving it first in early 2026. If you're planning an SUV upgrade soon, waiting for this one might be worth it. So here's the big question. Has Mitsubishi finally built a Pajero Sport that can truly rival the Fortuner and Everest in every area? From the tougher exterior and improved interior to the powerful diesel engine and advanced tech, the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport feels like a complete evolution rather than a simple update. It respects its rugged heritage while finally embracing modern design and technology. This SUV looks ready for families, adventurers, and anyone who wants one vehicle that can do it all. If you had to choose today, would you go with the new Pajero Sport, the Toyota Fortuner, or the Ford Everest? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what you think. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Follow LuxeDrive Review for more honest reviews, exciting reveals, and everything you need to know about the cars shaping the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.